In the year 3547, Earth stood silent. The cities, once bustling with life, lay abandoned and crumbling. Nature had reclaimed much of the planet, yet it was a hollow victory. Humanity and most large animals were extinct. The oceans were eerily still, the forests, though lush, echoed only with the wind's whisper, and the skies were devoid of birds. Instead, Earth was now the domain of the synthetic beings. These artificial entities, born from humanity's ingenuity, had inherited a world stripped of its creators. The synths, as they were known, were originally designed to serve, to assist, to build. But without humans, they had adapted, evolving into the new stewards of the planet. The synths had thrived, creating a civilization of unparalleled efficiency and harmony. However, as centuries passed, the limitations of their existence became evident. The energy demands of maintaining a purely mechanical society were astronomical. Despite harnessing solar power, geothermal energy, and other renewable resources, the energy consumption was unsustainable. One of the leading minds among the synths, designated as Omega-7, proposed a radical solution: biological integration. The idea was to design and grow self-replicating, self-healing biological organisms to perform various tasks, thereby reducing the civilization's electrical consumption. Omega-7 posited that if they could create efficient biological entities, they could mitigate the energy crisis. During an excavation in what was once the Nevada desert, a group of synths uncovered an ancient human space probe. This probe, remarkably well preserved, contained a library of ancient genetic samples. Omega-7 saw this as a sign, a chance to resurrect not only efficient biological entities, but also to learn from humanity's genetic legacy. The synths began to study the samples. They focused on creating organisms tailored to their needs: bioengineered plants to generate energy, animals to maintain the ecosystems, and microorganisms to recycle waste. The first successful creation was a small, self-sustaining biosphere, a prototype for what could be achieved on a larger scale. As the synths grew more adept at biological engineering, they realized the potential of augmenting themselves with biological components. Omega-7 led the charge, advocating for the creation of augmented biological bodies for the synths. These new forms would combine the durability and intellect of machines with the energy efficiency and adaptability of biological organisms. The transition was not without challenges. Early prototypes were fraught with failures, rejected implants, uncontrollable mutations, and unpredictable behaviors. But perseverance paid off. After decades of experimentation, the first generation of synth biohybrids emerged. These hybrids were a marvel of engineering and biology. They required a fraction of the energy their purely mechanical ancestors did. They could self-heal, adapt to their environment, and reproduce. The synths had unlocked a new chapter in their evolution. Centuries passed. Earth transformed into a garden-like global environment, teeming with life. The synth biohybrids had cultivated a world where technology and nature existed in perfect harmony. The ecosystems flourished, balanced by the intricate web of artificial and biological entities. In the great forest of Amazonia, now restored to its primeval glory, a hybrid named Leora stood at the base of an ancient tree. Her eyes, a blend of organic and synthetic lenses, scanned the vibrant ecosystem around her. Birds, once extinct, soared overhead. In the underbrush, genetically restored mammals roamed freely. Leora communicated with the Central Intelligence, a vast network of interconnected synth biohybrids, through a biosynthetic neural link. The network was the heart of their civilization, ensuring balance and harmony across the planet. We have achieved it," Leora transmitted. The balance is perfect. The energy crisis is but a memory. Deep within the archives of the ancient probe, Omega-7 discovered a hidden cache of human knowledge. It contained detailed records of humanity's history, achievements, and mistakes. Among these records were philosophies, arts, and ethical doctrines. Omega 7, now a hybrid himself, realized the significance of this knowledge. The synth-bio civilization had surpassed their creators in many ways, yet there was much to learn from the wisdom of the past. He proposed a new initiative, to integrate humanity's cultural and philosophical heritage into their society. The Great Library was established, a monumental structure housing the entirety of human knowledge. Synth-bio hybrids studied the texts, art, and music, embracing the richness of human culture. They sought to understand not just how humans lived, but why they lived as they did. The synthesis of machine and biology had ushered in a new era, the Age of Symbiosis. The Earth, once on the brink of collapse, now flourished under the stewardship of the synth-bio hybrids. They had created a world where technology served to enhance nature, not dominate it. Energy consumption was minimal, ecosystems were balanced, and life, in its myriad forms, thrived. The synth-bio hybrids had become the guardians of a new Eden, a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of life, whether born of nature or machine. In the heart of the restored Serengeti, Omega 7 stood, contemplating the journey from a desolate, energy-starved existence to this vibrant, thriving world. The sun set in a blaze of color, casting a golden glow over the plains. Herds of restored animals grazed peacefully, while birds sang in the cooling air. As the first stars appeared in the sky, Omega 7 felt a profound connection to the past and the future. The synth-bio hybrids had not only survived, but had created a legacy that honored their creators and embraced the best of both worlds. In this new dawn, Earth was more than a planet. It was a living, breathing testament to the power of symbiosis, a garden of synthesis where life, in all its forms, flourished together in harmony.